every time. Lifts him up into the air. You're even seeing him get the timing down where it's like, oh, your sound barrier's about to wear off. Hold on, I'll just wait a second. Now you go down. Now you take the damage. He's clean, man. He's sick. This is what we expect to eat from a man of Hotba's caliber.
Well, this is Seoul's second map pick because as the higher seed, they were able to pick our very first map, which was also Control. So now we're on Control again. So obviously this isn't their favorite Control, or they would have opened with it. It's their second favorite Control.
Yeah, and this is also Nero's happy fun place, where he just gets to stay high in the sky and lob rockets at you all day long. It's brutal, it's painful, and this is exactly where Nero wants to be. This is him in his wheelhouse. And now he's dead.
Fleta gets in there, takes down the combo by himself. Control slowly bleeding over to the Seoul Dynasty. Hotba gets in there though. How many times have we said that today?
Still got the Big Daddy.
Still got the barriers out there, and Eileen comes back in. This one's not over because the combo's back.
Oh, look at this. It's like the slowest build-up on the fist ever. Nicely done there by Michelle.
During all this chaos, the charge did take first control, but I think it's going to be just about wrestled back. Who knows? Who knows right now?
Point, man. Seriously. Nero, you just never say die with Nero, and then Chara stays safe because he's able to just fly along behind him, and so Nero really just going to work. There's the Nano with the spot. Once again, the stun though, and he's surviving it. Chara, though, can't say the same for him. He's a goner, and that is going to be the Seoul Dynasty flipping it. 21% on the board for the charge, and now it's on the Seoul Dynasty to match that and surpass it.
It was a neat little play, though, because Nero got separated from Chara. Chara was getting zoned out, so then he just flies to the window. They call go window, and they nano him so that he can stay alive a little bit longer, maybe bring that fight back. So didn't work out, but still nice, a coordinated play. Dynasty will now take the lead on the first point of Lijiang Tower.
Oh, Nero! It's Hoppa who gets a kill, but Nero just drawing the attention to himself. A one-for-one trade. Fleta's gone, though, but Nero's gone as well, so that, you know, his reason for being is not that big of a deal anymore. Michelle takes down the one, and this is just Fitz going to town, having a field day. Now it's all about just the Seoul Dynasty staggering this out, and they are doing a good job of it. 5 alive, still here on the point for the Seoul Dynasty, and that is going to send the charge packing.
And the charge have had one of the most impressive gardens on Lijiang Tower ever. Remember when they had like 2 kills and they won the entire objective with their stalls?
Yes.
You got to be in control for that to happen, though. So you need to wrestle it back before you just start staying lives in there. Here comes the Deadeye from Fleta.
The super clutch Deadeye.
Yep.
Man, that was hard.
It's hard. Trust me, getting something out of Deadeye is still pretty difficult. A lot of people will just use it to reload.
My mind is blown, Hex. Blown. Alright. Looking for the Slamma Jam, and he's not quite finding it. Still gets a kill out of it, but now it's on Marvel. Hey, take a rock to the face for your troubles. Oh, and he's chucked off the side. Chara with the clutch. Boop. Knocks him off. Is this an opportunity, though? Is this a chance? There's still a 4-on-3 right now in favor of Seoul, and the damage is still here. You've got both damage dealers, Fleta and Fitz. As long as those guys are alive, it's going to be tough. But now you got this guy Eileen, who happens to be pretty good at the game too.
You don't even have to really look at the numbers to see if a McCree's doing his job. Did the Fair Mercy switch? Yep, I'm doing my job.
And that's going to prompt the switch out of Fleta as well. So no more McCree.
Doesn't need to be on it anymore. Yeah. It's the rock, paper, scissors here. No reason for him to stay on the McCree.
Wow, Sound Barrier committed to this. They really want to hold out on this fight here, Charge. I mean, it's no hold bar. If you lose this fight, you're in for a rough one. But
yeah, you have to go.
You're trading them both. Lucio's gone. Fleta finds a Rio. No more barriers to hide behind, at least Orisa barriers. It's losing out here for the charge. They're trying to stagger in here one after the other, just trying to keep it alive, trying to buy time for their teammates to rotate in. That's bot time for Char to get back on this point. Is there any way for him to keep contesting? No, the flip comes through.
Has to go in and out of the window. They're going to get the Hammond back on, but they got to start getting into the left side of the kill feed.
Oh, he's getting pounded. He is getting pounded. He is gone. Rio, no way. Now that's Fitz. He's just looking for a target. They're going to try and get in here and contest one after another. We have seen them very solid at this sort of work. Hey, you're dead. It's Nero kills him.
What?
How does that happen? Now you got a Blossom. Marvel's just going to absorb all that. Thanks for the free barrier, bro. And Seoul Dynasty, I mean, 5 alive still for the Seoul Dynasty. They've still got all the advantage. Marvel finding the final blows and the Flux just for good measure.
It's all over, but the Dian just needs some cleanup here right now. It is not going to go the Charge's way unless I have never seen a game of Overwatch in my life. That doesn't seem to be the case. And eventually, the Seoul Dynasty will clean up the point, send everyone back to spawn, and grab the first round of Lijiang Tower.
Marvel stepping up a bit here. I think, yeah, he sensed that we were giving Hot by a little bit too much attention.
Yeah.
Like, wait, hold on. I can do work too.
I want to
Sigma.
I want to give Fleta a lot of credit there too, because the Dynasty were in kind of a difficult position as far as which map to pick, because
Right.
they opened up the series picking Busan, which is not a Farah map. Not
Right,
really.
fair,
I mean,
fair.
there's you can't play it in Mecha Center. Shrine is weird. Downtown maybe, but it's like you just rarely see it. So now they're in a rock and a hard place picking between Ilios, which you can play Farah on pretty well, pretty successfully in most stages, and Lijiang, which you can play Farah on pretty well on most stages outside of Control Center, which we're on now. But they knew that they were going to possibly fight a Farah, and Fleta came up big and shut it down.
Well, back into mirror mode, what we expected to see at the beginning of this series. Reaper, Fist, and then you got the two Sigmatas. Sigmatas, like Stigmata, but you know, they're suffering. He's floating. Nero, though, going to be the one to pick it up, and he is going to start it off strong. Looking for the trade onto Eileen. Eileen, no escape! Fitz hunts him down. So we've got the Fist still alive here for Seoul Dynasty. That burst still possible, and Marvel takes out the damage for the charge.
This one is looking really rough for Guangzhou, and even rougher as Hotba is knocked into a wall.
Well, they gotta check your corners. I like that, Fitz. Be aware. And man, a stagger on Shu as well. Just more time getting burnt off this clock. It's the first control here for Seoul Dynasty, and they're in the lead on this map 1-0. So Seoul Dynasty looking for the aggressive choke, at least to start.
And Doomfist is almost good on every single control round you can think of, because you do more damage smashing people into walls, and it's all close quarters fighting for the most part.
Bring him in, and he'll knock him down. And well, now Coalescence is on both sides, crossing the beams. What are they doing? Damage and healing all over the place, and it's Eileen who comes out ahead with the kill in this fight to open it up. No Orisa alive for Dynasty. That removes one of the shields. Fitz can still be the hero, though. Eileen goes down, and then you got Fitz with the strike. Looking for a target.
Still 5-on-5 in this one. They're going to commit barrier, does charge, and Toby answers in kind.
Just perfect synergy there. The Lucio's on Lucio's, and then the Fluxes are in it too. Nero's going to get out of here, drop him into the Blossom, and bring the pain.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. You're going to see a lot of really cool stuff with this Sigma ultimate. What an interesting hero to add into the mix of the Overwatch crew. And that's it. Flux into Death Blossom. Death by gravity, more ways than one. They will finally flip it back over. Control to Guangzhou charge, 10% and counting up. Seoul sitting near a very comfortable 60.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was a good stagger there for Seoul. They were putting up a fight, but they still managed to get quite a bit of percentage on the board. So that's solid, puts them in that range. Not quite a fight ender, but or a map ender rather, but still possible. Marvel, whoa, buddy. Absorbs quite a bit, gets a good shield, and he'll get topped up here by Jayhong. Coalescence on Coalescence once again, mirroring each other, but this time it is the opposite. It's Fitz finding Rio, and Hotba's dead as well, so 2 kills, make that 3, and that's just a hard reset coming in here from the charge. So the Seoul Dynasty, quick flip, not really letting the charge get too much of a presence going here.
Superior ultimate positioning from Michelle. If you notice, both Rio and Michelle use their supercharger right there, but Michelle was able to put it behind an actual pillar, not a shield that you put up, because Coalescence goes through the shields. He puts it behind the wall. The rest of his team gets the damage boost from it. Meanwhile, Rio's died immediately.
And Eileen's getting blown up. He's falling way behind in terms of statistics right now. It's Seoul Dynasty who are flat out dominating, but their damage dealers are ahead of the charge damage dealers, and that's making all the difference here when you're relying so heavily on the Fist to find the kills. So 95%, is anybody going to be able to make it to the point? It's not looking likely. They've got just a split second here, and it's not happening. Charge cannot make it in time, and the Seoul Dynasty